Hey everybody, Mark over here at Twanger's Turntable. Hope you're all doing well. Enjoying your weekend and one of the last days of October. So coming up on Halloween, which fittingly, I'm here just to jump on that thread that Chris Brof over at Chris Brof, Musically Obsessed. I'm probably not pronouncing that right. That's his YouTube channel. Great stuff over there. He started a thread a couple of weeks ago about album covers that creep you out, that you may find creepy or did find creepy at some juncture. Really, the only criteria, I guess, from my understanding, is just creepy album covers. As a young lad, there were a few I recall that I thought were creepy at the time. Some that since I don't find that creepy, but I just pulled a few out. And I won't go into much detail. I'll just present them. First one here is Def Leppard, High and Dry. Just creepy because, dude's diving into an empty pool. There's no water in there. It's like, what the hell? That's not going to go well. But yeah, kind of creepy in that regard. This one found creepy only because at the time, I was probably only, I guess I would have been about 12 at this time. But it didn't have a lot of exposure to people with tattoos. So this album cover I thought was a little creepy. Of course, the Stones, Tattoo You. Entire face and neck and everything covered in tattoos. Not so unusual nowadays. I see lots of people like that, and it's no big deal, right? But certainly back then, like 40 plus years ago, it was a rare exception. Another one I used to find creepy. I don't now, only because of the suggestion in the video of the cover. And this is actually the 40th anniversary edition that I picked up at Record Store Day a few years ago. But it's British Steel, Judas Priest, and holding that razor blade. Razor blades always creep me out, But and I think they did a reissue that actually had blood on the razor blade back in the 2000s or 90s on compact disc, maybe on vinyl as well. But this is the copy I have. I do have it on compact disc as well, but that's a creepy one. This one I remember being creeped out as a kid. My older brother had this, and it's, of course, Queen, News of the World, with the robot putting the finger to Brian May and Freddie Mercury and the guys. Open this up, probably does it more justice. The internal, and it opens in a funny way because of the album art. Oh, still got the shrink wrap in there, as I usually do. Keep that stuff. Yeah, some glare there. Sorry about that. Trying to steady these records at the same time. What an awesome album. Oh, I guess I can open it up the other way as well. Get the full spectrum of it. That's a creepy one. Next up, this one was also, I found, quite creepy, but fascinating artwork. And it was, of course, Nazareth Hair of the Dog. Great artwork. One of the best. I mean, just phenomenal. Can't see that. For those who haven't seen it before, check it out. Really, really great album. This one's a little bit of tongue-in-cheek, but creepy for its own reasons. But and they were actually quite huge here in Canada. Didn't do quite as well in the States, but in Canada they seem to be very popular. And that's, of course, the Monks, Bad Habits. Just look at the nun there. Smoke in the mouth and caught in the act. It's a creepy one. It's always creepy if you're caught in the act doing something like that. Here's a good old creepy one, I thought. The debut from Lucifer's Friend. I should take that out of the protective because it's, somebody losing limbs and the freaky little dude there with his big hitman, or, well, who's who, really. But yeah, there's some blood on the ground there and some bones and a hand, and always thought that was quite creepy. Lucifer's Friend debut. Not how, well, I won't get into the details, but pretty heavy first album, but afterwards they were more not so heavy. Another Canadian act. This is creepy for a whole nother reason, similar to the High and Dry album cover, but this is Harlequin. one false move. Lady up there on the building the sky rise on the beams, just sleepwalking or something. It's almost like a nightmare, right? That's the kind of nightmare you wake up from suddenly. Whoa! But creepy one. This one always creeped me out too. Just the image of it, I can't quite make it out, but it's Peter Gabriel. Security. And maybe that's supposed to be somebody looking at a security monitor and seeing something in the video. I'm not sure, but of course this is the one with famously Shock the Monkey. And what else is on here? That's the big one, Shock the Monkey. Very, very huge in 1982. Thought that was always a little creepy. This one's a little more modern and creepy for different reasons, but this is Mr. Bungle. This one came out, I think, when did this come out? I don't even remember. 2020. But essentially this is Mike Patton, Trace Bronce, Trevor Dunn, Dave Lombardo, Scott Ian. So it's exactly what you might think it is, with members of Anthrax and Faith No More and all those dudes. Pretty heavy album, but yeah, it's kind of creepy. It's kind of got that Donnie Darko feel, right? You know, and pentagram and all that stuff. This one, as a kid, again, my older brother had this one. I thought it was a little creepy, but Aerosmith, Toys in the Attic. All those little toys that are pulling in the little kid into their world. It's almost like an Alice in Wonderland type thing, but yeah, Toys in the Attic, right? Crazy. A little bit creepy. And again, a much more modern one. I think this one is 99 or thereabouts. Can't remember, lose track of these years, but this is a solo, the last solo album, I believe, of the last before rejoining Iron Maiden, Bruce Dickinson. Again, there's a lot of glare there. The Chemical Wedding. Creepy dude there in the cover. Great album, though. And of course, the mainstays. I'm sure several people have presented these ones. You know, the debut from Sabbath. This is actually an early repress. I don't think it's an original, but it's a pretty old one. I've had this one forever. It's got to be. It's definitely 40 plus years old, this one. But yeah, everybody's, I think, probably jumped on that one. But a couple more from Sabbath I always thought were a bit creepy, and that's Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath, of course. You know, that album cover is creepy as hell, man. Come on, I mean, got dude laying on the bed there, and I don't know, demons and dudes and ladies all, you know, all up in his head, no doubt, but that's pretty creepy. And then one more from the Birmingham Boys. And this is a greatest hits from, I think this is 78. Black Sabbath, greatest hits. Don't know how common this one is. I haven't really done any research on it. I've had this one probably almost just as long as that other, their debut. Black Sabbath. Yeah. That's a creepy one. I mean, that's kind of, get a close-up look at that if you've not seen it. I'll hold it there for a second, or you can pause it. Yeah, what year was this? There is no year. I don't remember. Not sure why it matters already at this moment, but I get onto something and I have to solve it. I think it's, yeah, 77. Yeah, 77. I think this was a UK release, a UK greatest hits. I don't think it was released in North America. Actually, I don't know. Don't know, to be honest with you. That's not the point. It's another one of those creepy album covers. So that's it. I mean, I don't know if there was a criteria about a certain amount or whatnot, but those are just a few I decided to pull out. And if you haven't checked out his channel, go on over there. Just a thready start. Pretty cool idea, I thought. Initially, like I said, I hesitated because I don't find a whole lot of albums all that creepy per se, but some of the content, I guess, if you think about it, while you're sitting there listening to it. That used to be half the fun, or still is for me. Listening to vinyl is just checking the album art and whatnot. That Blackout album, Scorpions, is a pretty creepy one too. Of course, I could have picked almost any of the Iron Maiden ones. That's my favorite band. So I figured they'd probably be done to death. But as were probably most of these by now. It's already started a couple of weeks ago. That's it. I'll leave it at that. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. If you've not subscribed yet, sub up. Hit the like if you like it. Head over to Chris's site there, or his channel. Sub him up too. Good stuff. And just go to somebody's channel in the VC. Just sub them up, like them. Leave a comment. Whatever floats your boat. It's all for fun. Well, it is for me anyway. I don't take it too seriously. But yeah, I'll leave it at that. As I said, take care, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll probably get on a couple more of these contests and whatnot that are going around, as well as I'm going to do a video of some of the stuff I've picked up. And but that's for another video. Take care, everyone. Cheers. Have a good one. See ya.